Wonderful weekend. I always like starting the school year off like on a Thursday where we have a couple days to ease into routines and things like that and understand what skills we need to learn this year. You're going to hear that a lot because we want you to have those skills that you can use to be successful at school, to be successful outside of school. They're skills that we need in our everyday lives, and we're looking forward to watching you guys grow, learning those skills, practicing those skills, and perfecting those skills. You just watched a video that was about the coffee bean, and that one is for our new kids who are new to our family this year. Our veteran kids, you've heard me talk about the coffee bean before. I've done this for the last couple of years, but I wanted you guys to have a quick synopsis of what the coffee bean actually is about. And I'm a big believer in being a coffee bean. I think it is a life-changing attitude you can have because many of us come from environments that aren't the best. We come from challenges, we come from stresses, we come from trauma that have happened to us in the past, maybe by choices we've made or maybe by choices others have made that affected us. And all of us in this school, from me to the staff to Mark to the custodian to the guys who come in and make sure our air conditioning works and to make sure that our plumbing is fixed and things like that, we all have had some type of moment in our life that's caused us some type of trauma, and how we react to that is up to us. I always tell you guys, you can't control what other people do, but you sure as heck can control how you react to it. Okay? But every week I give like a coffee bean challenge, and I'm going to give one this week after I make a couple of announcements. We will again start having snacks at school during, I think it's fourth period, it might be third period, but your teacher will ask you if you want a snack, and if you want a snack, they will provide that for you. The snacks are things that we budget for and we use money to buy for you, okay? So appreciation is great when somebody gets you something. You know, they give you fruit snacks or they give you animal crackers or goldfish or whatever it might be. If you don't want any, say no thank you. If you do, take the snack, say thank you for my snack, and that's just common courtesy, part of being a good human. And if you don't like the snack and you don't want it, don't eat it. But certainly appreciate it. Don't complain because you're getting this or you're getting that. These are things that we don't have to do, but we do because we love you and we want you to feel like your needs are being met at school, okay? The other thing is when we're entering and exiting the building in the mornings, make sure you're here on time so we can go through the entrance process, get you through, get you to breakfast. After breakfast, get to homeroom. When Amy says breakfast is now over, you need to get up and go to your homeroom. That's where you can get that bonus ticket. And I have a list of kids who are getting the bonus ticket this week from the last 2 days we had school. And that'll be even more of a shot to win the shoes or any of the gift cards that we have to give away at the end of August. August is a great one because it's a shorter month. We start midway through the month. So it's kind of like a bonus drawing, and then we go to September and on and have more drawings and give away more prizes, and all you have to do to win those things is come to school, okay? Hopefully everybody's settling in, getting comfortable, understanding what it takes to be successful at the Aram Center. It's not hard. It's not a complicated formula that you have to solve, but you have to show up, you have to be a good human, and you have to give effort. That's all it takes, okay? I talked to a student last week about sleeping and how they were getting tired at school, and I understand that. Going from summer routine into school routine is a huge adjustment. Okay, it's been an adjustment for me because I get used to staying up a little later and watching things on TV or taking the dog for a walk late at night because it's cooler. And then I find myself, oh man, I got to get up tomorrow morning, and it gets a little harder. So I need to practice just like I take a shower, I put my deodorant on, I shave, whatever it may be, every day to be clean. That type of hygiene. You also need to practice good sleep hygiene, and that's getting to bed at a regular time every night, trying to get in at least 8 hours of sleep, not having your phone on when you're doing it, so you're scrolling through stuff while you're waiting to fall asleep. That's what it takes to get yourself to a point at school where you're not dozing off. And for the people that are dozing off, that aren't using Rios after teachers suggest Rios, you're just doing yourself a disservice, and you're getting yourself on bronze, and I don't want that. We have a lot of people on gold this week. We have some people on silver and a few on bronze. And if you're on silver or bronze and you don't understand why, come ask me. I'd be more than happy to explain why you're in that situation you're in. The coolest thing about our level system is that is totally controlled by you, the scholar. Your points, you may be like, oh, she gave me a 3 when she should have given me a 4. They will explain to you why they gave you what they gave you. And deep down inside, you know why you got a 2, or you know why you got a 4, or you know why you got a 1, okay? That is totally 100% in your control. There are so many things when you were a kid, whether you're a middle schooler or a high schooler, that you have no control in. School is one of the things you do have some control. And when you get here to when you leave, you have control of how your day goes and how you react to others in your day, all right? So that brings me to our coffee bean challenge. Okay, it's one of my favorite ones, one of my absolute favorite ones, and it's about complaining. And everybody is guilty about complaining. And I always tell the staff when they have a concern about something at school, or, let's face it, sometimes it's a complaint. Sometimes I complain. But when you complain, make sure you have a solution, all right? If you come in and you complain and you don't have a solution, people typically don't listen to you or act upon it. When you have a complaint with a solution, man, a lot of times people will listen and they'll think about it, and they'll work through in their head about what you're complaining about and what your solution is. And a lot of times you find something that can make it more productive and make it a better situation. Like I said on last Thursday, when people complain, those of you around it, 80% of them aren't listening to your complaint. They don't care what you're saying. And about 20% of them are sitting there going, I'm glad they're complaining, because then I'm not thinking about the things that stink in my life right now. But 100% of the people, when you complain, are usually glad it's not them. And I want you to think about that before you complain about lunch, or you complain about this class, or you complain about having to get up and come to school. What's the solution, guys? All right? As long as the state legislature mandates you have to go to school until you're at least 18, we can't do anything about you having to come to school. We can help you. We can make your day better. We can make you a better human, and we can prepare you for life down the road. But we can't do it unless you're here, okay? So making sure you show up, making sure you grow up while you're at school is a very important thing. So remember, focus on solutions, not complaints this week, and I believe you'll have a more successful week than you had last week. Last thing I want to touch on is this week we'll be doing some map testing, we'll be doing some IXL diagnostics. I'm really confident that you guys are going to give me your best effort on that. Okay? I don't care how great you do, how poorly you do, as long as that effort's there. And your teachers and myself will be able to tell your patterns on your testing or on your diagnostic, and whether you really put your best effort in or you just click buttons and try to get done as fast as you could. I can't help you. Your teachers can't help you. be a better human unless you give your best effort. Okay? And so I expect this week when we go through that testing, you will give your best effort. You will work towards being the best you can be so we can help you improve and get better. Okay? The last thing I want to talk about today is remember this. If nobody this morning when you got up and came to school said, hey, have a great day, I love you, your staff at this school loves you very much. And I love you very much. So someone today is telling you they love you, whether it be me, whether it be the staff, whether it be somebody at home. Just know you are loved and valued at this school. And I cannot wait for our first full week of school, because once we get our full week out of the way, the year's just going to start rolling. And before you know it, it's going to be Christmas break. So let's keep your heads up, keep being good humans, and let's have a great week.